Tens of thousands of homes in low-lying areas in Metro Manila, Rizal and other parts of the country were submerged by the floods, prompting residents to scramble onto rooftops, awaiting the rescue. Typhoon Bamco, known in the Philippines as Typhoon Ulysses, was a powerful and deadly typhoon that struck in the Philippines. The typhoon brought heavy rains in nearby provinces, including Metro Manila, the national capital region in the Philippines. Heavy rains caused by the typhoon overflowed rivers, causing severe flooding. Authorities struggled to rescue residents of Metro Manila, Rizal and other parts of the country, as tens of thousands of homes in low-lying suburbs were submerged by floods brought about by Typhoon Ulysses. Some people were already suffering from hypothermia or the condition of having a very low temperature due to exposure to strong winds and rains for hours. The flooding, which local government officials consider to be the worst they had experienced in 4 decades, left many with no choice but to run to their roofs as they waited to be rescued. The typhoon likewise left millions of damages in the region's agriculture and infrastructure. The official said that more than 151,600 families composed of 583,493 individuals were also affected by Typhoon Ulysses in the Cagayan Valley region, leaving more than 2,200 families in evacuation centers. Based on the initial reports from the Department of Agriculture, the typhoon left 73,788 million pesos damages in the region's agriculture sector. When news about the storm Ulysses striking the Philippines was broadcast, all were in deep shock of the typhoon's aftermath. Communities became rubble, other houses were scarred and blemished by the storm's unyielding power. Some became more spectators, others could not recover from the shock, but there were those who were determined to urgently respond to the grievous agony. Receiving the news, brethren from SCAN International of other ecclesiastical districts were among the first to respond to the situation. Arriving at near midnight, darkness almost swallowed the place because of the absence of electricity. One could not explain how or why this calamity happened, it was totally blackout. One member of SCAN International stated, "What motivated us, which bears the slogan, 'Saving lives is our priority.' This was taught to us by our executive minister, who established the organization. Rescue operations are not easy, one can easily be injured. However, because the Lord God is with us, we were undaunted." They brought food, first aid kits, and most of all communication equipment that played a big role in their rescue efforts. The SCAN International responders were contributed a great amount of help to those affected by Typhoon Ulysses. The Iglesia Ni Cristo, Church of Christ, wants to reach out to everybody when it comes to giving aid and help assistance, as it is God's command to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Relief giving, medical and dental missions had been done by the church not only in the Philippines but also in different parts of the world. The Church of Christ Aid to Humanity program has benefited multitudes of people in need, from calamity victims to indigents and indigenous people. Through its implementing arm, the FYM Foundation, the church gives assistance to the needy in all parts of the world. The brotherhood in the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ is truly a role model for society because they are united in helping other people. This aid to our fellowmen is just one of the aid to humanity done by the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ with the help of the FYM Foundation. They are thankful for the Church of Christ for mobilizing its members and utilizing the resources to help the victims of calamities, not just in the Philippines but all over the world. They are truly grateful to the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ, and they join the world in congratulating the INC members across the globe for keeping true, in spirit, and in deed to the teachings of their faith.